Doobie-doobie-doo, we're up and running. Right, hello again. It is me. How are you? Good. Right, so Monday, 30th of January. We've just done one of our blind taste test challenge things. Need to come up with a catchier name than that. Which were 12 samples that were kindly provided by Andrew A.P. Butler when he met up with me at my end of challenge charity gala thing, and gave me well, it wasn't a box, it was a package full of sample bottles which have been sealed and labelled up so I can't actually see what's in them, and he's asked me to ideally film me going through all of them trying to guess what they are. So I am, and hopefully some of them will be involved in the extension to the challenge where I try and get to 500 unique distilleries and brands, because according to him a couple of them I haven't yet covered off in the challenge. So the second, because I've done one and I was quite chuffed with the first one because I wasn't that far off in terms of where it was from. What? Wait, shut up. Right, so I'm just gonna, they're not numbered, there's no rhyme or reason, I've got absolutely no idea, so I'm gonna go with, we'll go with that one because it's the nearest. Not a clue, absolutely not a clue. No idea, can't even see, can't, look, it's done that, but that's about it. Don't know, can't even see what the letters in it. So, let's see how this goes. Get me jigger, get everything ready. And if I've not covered it off, as I said in the previous video, if I haven't covered it off in the challenge, I will taste it first, find out what it is, then go and do a quick bit of research, and then do a follow-up bit so that I can actually include it in my Project 500. Because I think that's the name I'm going with, Project 500, rather than the Dram Toner 500, which I thought of and then thought, nah, that's rubbish. So, no idea where it's from, no idea of the alcohol percentage, no idea whether it's peaty or not, nothing, zip, nada. So let's see how we go. Colour wise, nice colour actually, pretty hefty, kind of like a slightly dark amber colour. Nose, ooh, oh, there's a weird fruitiness to this. It's kind of like banana skins. And there's a slight coastal element as well. Wow, that has brought back some memories. Bloody hell. This brings back a really crystal clear image of a hotel that I used to stay at when I was a kid, and I'm talking 4, 5, 6 years old, down at Cornwall, a place called, it was the St Elmo's Hotel. Not St Elmo's Fire, it was the St Elmo's Hotel, and was it at Penzance? I think it was at Penzance in Cornwall. So it was right on the coast, it overlooked the sea, it was on the top of a cliff, overlooked the sea. So there was this real coastal element. Now I'm not talking Isla type stuff, but it was on the coast, so it was sea air, sea breeze, sea salt. But what there is in here is also this, the family that stayed there were absolutely lovely. And I've got vague recollections of them. They had 2 dogs, 2 black Labradors called Gladstone and Disraeli. And we used to go down there for like a week or 2 and not really do a lot. So I got to know them really well. And when you're like 4, 5, 6 years old, you're really kind of like just taking the world in. And this reminds me of the combination of sea air and being on the coast, along with this, and it's not a mustiness, it's the kind of, it's the smell of a hotel, but a hotel that's looked after. So it's clean, but it's not cleaning products. It's just a very clean hotel that has this feel of lots of people go through it, and it's got activity and people are there relaxing, but it's cleaned and it's looked after and it's cared for. I feel like I'm talking absolute nonsense, but this is bringing back such a weird memory of me that's really evocative. It really is that kind of like, it takes me back to that, and it's almost like we're in the lounge of the hotel, which had big bay windows, and there was a big sweeping garden down to a walk path, and then it was the cliffs, and then it was obviously down the cliffs to the beach and the sea, and it reminds me of being in the evening before I go to bed. So we've had dinner, but it's dusk, so you can still see the sea, but it's the lights dimming, and My dad would be there with a drink, possibly a whiskey, didn't really drink a lot. There'd be some other people staying at the hotel, but we'd be in the lounge and I'd be doing something just to kill time, reading a book or playing a game or something like that. And you're getting this slight waft of the sea air because it's on the coast. So it kind of permeates into everything, as well as the cleanliness of the hotel. There's that slight, it's there in the background of cleaning equipment and fluid and things, but not overpowering, like they've just stuck bleach down the toilet. It's a clean hotel, so they use cleaning products, as well as there's an old there's an old couple, and he's drinking a whiskey and she's drinking a gin and tonic before they go to bed. I can see that lounge and the bay windows and the sea and this long garden at the St Elmo's Hotel. I think it's long gone now. Can't remember. The weird thing is, I can't remember the names of the people that owned it. It was family owned. I can't remember the people that owned it, but I can remember their 2 black Labradors called Gladstone and Disraeli. Bizarre. So, in terms of the whiskey, where's it from? Don't care now. It's just bringing back so many memories, it's untrue. Whatever it is, I might need to find a bottle of it. This is probably the 1,200 quid one that he's put in, isn't it? So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with sherry matured. It's got that lighter fruitiness of a sherry matured cask. Is it Scotch? I think so. Is it a single malt? I think so. I really am getting a sea air character, so I'm going to go with something coastal, but it's not got peatiness, and it's not even got the sweet peat of something like Bunnahabhain, so I don't think it's anything on Islay. It's got too much weight behind it to be something like Old Pulteney. I'm just trying to think of coastal Scotch. I'm really leading myself down an avenue here where I could be in a world of pain where it turns out it's Japanese or something like that. That's the risk you do when it's blind tasting, but that's what I've got to go with. You just have to like pick something and go, right, I think it's down there, let's go down that avenue, and if we're going to go for it, let's go full pelt rather than go, well, it could be Scotch, it could be Japanese, it could be Irish, it could be, I'm going to go Scotch, single malt. Right, I don't think it's Old Pulteney. I'm pretty certain it's not Islay, it's not Talisker. It's got a slight oiliness to it as well, which might be Scapa. Maybe Scapa, maybe Highland Park. Maybe Orkney. I don't know, I really don't know. It's got a slight orange marmalade-y character to it as well. And do you know what? Orange marmalade, and I can remember when I tried it, I didn't pick any of it up, but I've just got it in my head that something with an orange marmalade character is Highland Park. Don't know why. I'm going to go with somewhere like that. Somewhere like Highland Park, Scapa, something. I think it's Scotch, I think it's single malt, and I think it's coastal. I really do, because there's a real sea air character to it. Would have helped if I'd actually tried it, because I'm trying to pick what it is on the nose. Duh. Ooh, right, now there is a bit of smokiness to it. A little bit, there is a little bit of smokiness to it, but it's still not Islay. It's like a bonfire-y smokiness. It's not the peaty side, it's not the medicinal side, it's not anything like that, and it's quite soft, it's quite gentle. Might go with Highland Park. I'm really throwing myself down a rabbit hole here, but that sea air coastal character coupled with that slight smokiness that Scapa didn't have. Scapa didn't have that. Very, very good. Very good indeed. I think this is aged. This is something like 18-year-old. It's silky smooth. It really is. Now, in terms of the alcohol percentage, I was way off on the Blair Ethel. That was what, 56%? But I think this is 46, 48%. I don't think this is over 50. But they've got it bang on. It doesn't need water. there's a real smooth, silky, almost aged leather feel to this as well. And I'm thinking this is something like a 15 or an 18-year-old, maybe not quite as old as a 21, but there is a definite age to this. It's a lovely weight to it. There's a bit of bite from the alcohol, which makes me think I don't think it's any more than 50. I think it's 48%. Yeah. But there's this lovely smokiness to it, but it's not, like I say, it's not an Islay smokiness, and it lifts everything up. And there's such a honeyed character to it as well. It's a really rich honey, really thick, rich, not quite golden syrup. It's honey that's the texture of golden syrup. It's so thick. That is an absolutely cracking dram. That is really, really good indeed. Save a little bit. Moment of truth now. I have absolutely no idea. Let's see. So, whatever it is, I need to get a bottle of it. Right. I'm gonna, because I've not actually heard of this one. I've done it on the challenge. I'm gonna put you on tenterhooks because I want to see how much this is first. But this is very, very good indeed. Okay. Holy crap. So, this is, believe it or not, Highland Park. Highland Park, the Dragon, 1961. It's bloody Highland Park. I actually got it right. That's quite unbelievable. So that is a Highland Park 1961 Dragon, which is on various auction websites. So I'm going to put a picture of the bottle up now. And it's sold in whisky online auctions for £525. And I've just seen it at whiskyauctioneer.com and it's sold for £975. It's a 36-year-old in Oloroso sherry casks, and the bottle strength is 48.1%. Ah, dear me. Yeah, that was pure bloody luck. That really was. Yeah, one of 216 bottles. Distilled 1961, bottled in 1997. This is a 36-year-old Highland Park that was matured in a single Oloroso sherry cask. That's one hell of a whiskey. That is absolutely brilliant. I really, really like that. That is pure blind luck that I thought that was Highland Park. The sea air element led me down a coastal route, but it didn't have anything to say obviously Islay, which kind of then started to narrow it down. But it did feel like Scotch. It really did feel like Scotch. And it really was a case of, right, well, it's not Talisker. What else have we got? Old Pulteney's another coastal one, but it was too heavy for Old Pulteney, even though Old Pulteney's 17-year-old, which narrows it down a bit more. And it was the bite of the smoke and then the honeyness, which isn't on Scapa, that led me towards Highland Park. Pure bloody luck. Really is, absolutely. But the 48%, yeah, guesswork, considering how far off I was on the Blair Athol. But what did I say, 18-year-old? Well, I was halfway there. But that, just for the nose, just for the memories that has brought out, purely on the aroma. And for Christ's sake, I was trying to guess where it was and I hadn't even actually tried it. I was just trying to guess where it was from on the aroma, which is a bit dumb. But those crystal clear memories of me as a kind of 4, 5, 6-year-old on holiday in Cornwall. That's what whiskey can do for you. That's the feelings it can evoke. That's the magic of whiskey. That's the amazing thing about it, that I honestly think there are maybe not no other spirits or drinks, but I don't think there are many other drinks out there, beer, wine, vodka, gin, whatever, that have such a range of flavors that enable people, different people in different scenarios from different walks of life, to evoke memories and feelings and just sheer passion and joy as there is of whiskey, that it can do that, that I can nose that and in 30 seconds be transported back to a particular room 30 years ago, over 30 years ago, because I'm bloody 40 next year, which is frightening. Over 30 years ago, bang, there, you're there, just purely on that nose. That's amazing stuff, Andrew. Jesus, that is absolutely fantastic. I am sorry to see that go, but that is something special. So, 2 down, 10 to go. Still need to find one to start off Project 500, but we'll get there in the end. I shall see you at the next one. Cheers.